our vaguely sort of ecclesiastical theme that we've got going on tonight. Will you please welcome to the stage the gorgeous Miss Sophie Steele!
To the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the street, the traffic is jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. Depressing, isn't it? Dragging yourself out of bed every morning to go and do a job that you don't enjoy, for which you're overqualified, undervalued, most definitely underpaid. Well, I'm here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to tell you that there is another way. We all grow up with dreams, and it's within us to make those dreams a reality. Yes, last year, I handed in my notice at my boring day job, and you are now looking at a fully self-employed actress. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what is life like outside, beyond those 4 oppressive office walls? Well, I can tell you, things are quite different. Jump out of bed and I run to the shower, up and dressed in under an hour. Today's the day I get my acting break. Send my showreel to 50 agents, avoiding the ones who want upfront payments. I know I'm gonna get a 90% uptake. Working for myself, what a way to make a living. Lost that National Health Service, who was I kidding? Writing to the old Vic, London and Bristol. This time next year I'll be appearing up to the National. Don't you love that a new job feeling? Walking in on your first day, head held high, nervous, yes, but confident in the knowledge that they gave you the job. I mean, they must like you, right? You must be doing something right. Except when you're self-employed, that doesn't really work, does it? It's more a case of, well, I gave me the job. I like me. I hope I'm doing something right. And then a few weeks later, tumble out of bed and I crawl back in again. Check my watch, oh, it's only 10:30. Plenty of time to have a productive day. 2 hours later, watching movies, it's homework. Log to Facebook, it's important to network. My friend's just been posting an advert. Good for her. Hooray. Working 2 till 4. That's the way to make a living. Making student films is never going to bring the cash in. I had a casting last week. Took me bloody hours to get there. When I walked in, they said, she's got the wrong hair. Now I'm working for my dad. I have to make a living. I don't actually get paid, but my mum and dad are giving me food and a bed and a bit of spending money. If it weren't so tragic, I'd find it kind of funny. Song is worryingly accurate, especially worrying as I actually wrote it before I left the boring day job, so it's become a sort of self-fulfilling musical prophecy. I guess I should have written a song about winning Olivia Awards and meeting the man of my dreams. Next time, Sophie, next time. You may think that the middle of a credit crunch is a strange time to give up your 9-to-5 reliable job. You'd be right. Someone really should have stopped me. But we're told that we're all in this together. It's only under the current government that a job as a self-employed out-of-work actress can seem more secure than working for the NHS. We're all having to make those little sacrifices, tighten the belts, giving up on little things like food and eating. But I have noticed there is one rare breed that still survives, and they have been spotted huddling together around the watering holes. I think the fact that they are there can mean one of two things. Either they are the type that will just always survive no matter what, like the cockroaches of humanity. Or, on the other hand, they can be like the first crocus in spring and be the sign that the financial freeze is starting to melt. I can't honestly tell you which of these is the case, but either way, I'd like to dedicate this next song to them. I'd like to propose a toast. Here's to the ladies who lunch. Everybody laugh. Lounging in their caftans and planning a brunch on their own behalf. Off to the gym, then to a fitting, claiming their fat, and looking grim, 'cause they've been sitting, choosing a hat. Does anyone still wear a hat? I'll drink to that. Here's to the girls who stay smart, aren't they a gas? Rushing to their classes in optical art, wishing it would pass. Another long, exhausting day, another $1,000, a matinee, a Pinter play, perhaps a piece of Marlowe's. I'll drink to that. And one for Marla. Here's to the girls who play wife, aren't they too much? Keeping house and clutching a copy of life just to keep in touch. The ones who follow the rules and meet themselves at the schools, too busy to know they are fools, aren't they a gem? I'll drink to them. Let's all drink to them. And here's to the girls who just watch, aren't they the best? When they get depressed, it's a bottle of scotch plus a little jest. Another chance to disapprove, another brilliant singer, another reason not to move, another vodka stinger. Drink to that. So the go, everybody tries. Look into their eyes and you'll see what they know. Everybody dies. I toast to that invincible bunch, the dinosaurs surviving the crunch. Let's hear it for the ladies who lunch. Everybody rise. You're all having a good evening so far. Yeah. Have you got any singles in tonight? Yeah, I am single myself. Yeah, single, unattached, on the shelf. No, really, my nan has a shelf where she keeps photos of all her unmarried grandchildren. Praise over them, everyone. Well, it can be difficult though, can't it, meeting a potential partner? I mean, they say plenty of fish in the sea, but you get to a certain age, it becomes an ever-shrinking pool, isn't it? I have the added difficulty that I am a single Christian woman, so I'm fishing in a stagnant puddle. Now, I mean, you may think that the obvious place for a Christian woman to look for a potential husband is at church. No. I'm not saying that all Christian men are idiots or anything like that. No, I'm not saying that. It's just any church you go to in this country, you will find less men than women. It's just a fact. I think there's one clear reason why more men aren't going into our churches, and that is that Christian women are terrifying. We have like this inbuilt radar. We can detect a new man walking into the building. At 50 paces, a blindfolded locked to a box, or coming in of his own free will. He knows he's there, there's no escape. I mean, within 7 minutes, he'll either be running, screaming from the building, or he'll be married with 3 kids. So I do have to look elsewhere for potential dates. I do a lot of dancing, and a little tip for any single ladies here. There are some pretty hot guys at my Lindy Hop class. Seriously hot. A lot of sweat gets transferred. But you know what they say about a man who can dance? Significantly longer life expectancy. I do find that the more time goes by and I'm still single, I do start to find all the inappropriate men the most attractive. Especially if the said man is tall, dark and handsome. Last night, all alone at a party, I saw a man with a drink in his hand. He had soft brown eyes and cold black hair, and a smile that any girl would understand. Well, he came and he sat down at my table, and he placed his warm hand on mine, and I found myself wanting to kiss him. Well, temptation was flowing like wine, and I was almost persuaded to strip myself of my pride. Yes, I was almost persuaded to push my little conscience aside. Well, we danced and he whispered, "Girl, I need you. Let me take you away. I want to be your man." Then I looked into his eyes and I saw them reflection of my wedding band.